The papyrus, putting on my table every month. I don't wanna be sad. Don't even try to hide it. No, I don't wanna lose it. And you say how it is, it's so inviting. The papyrus, we're all so alive. The papyrus.
Hello, welcome to the Papyrus TV education segment. And this is Education News in Focus. Federal government removes Pro-Chancellor of the Federal University of Health and Sciences, Otukpo. Federal government reassigns Pro-Chancellor to promote cohesion. Nnamdi Azikiwe University Council dissolves over law violations. Ministry of Education set to revamp tertiary sport program. Zero tolerance for exam malpractices. Ministry takes action. Unity schools under scrutiny as minister visit unannounced. Education dialogue. Minister calls for collaboration to address sector's challenges. The federal government has removed Engineer Ohieku Mohammed Salami as Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of the Governing Council of the Federal University of Health and Sciences, Otukpo, Benue State. This decision was taken due to allegation of misconduct and procedural violations. Engineer Salami's action, including the suspension of the Vice-Chancellor with a due process, drew the intervention of the Federal Ministry of Education. Despite former requests to reverse his actions, Salami reportedly refused, using abusive language and issuing threats against ministry's officials, including the Permanent Secretary. Minister of Education, Dr. Tunji Alausa, described Salami's conduct as undermining the ministry's supervisory authority and destabilizing the university's governance. A new Pro-Chancellor is to be appointed immediately to restore accountability and proper governance. In a bid to enhance national integration, the federal government has approved the reassignment of Pro-Chancellor for the federal universities of Oye, Ekiti, and Lokoja. Following President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's directive, Senator Victor Ndomaegba San is now the Pro-Chancellor of the Federal University of Oye-Ekiti, while Engineer Kayode Ojo takes the same role as the Federal University of Lokoja. The change ensures that Pro-Chancellors are not indigents of universities they oversee, prompting impartial governance and diversity. Dr. Alausa assures that these changes will improve leadership structure, fostering inclusive development and efficient administration in the university. Meanwhile, the federal government has dissolved the Governing Council of Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Awka, citing gross breaches of university's law and disregards for directive from the Ministry of Education. The council led by Ambassador Greg Ozumba Mbadiwe was accused of appointing an ineligible vice-chancellor, Professor Bernard Odo, which causes discord and instability within the institution. The Minister of Education has announced Odo's removal, adding that an acting vice-chancellor will be appointed while a governing council is constituted. This action reflects the federal government's commitment to good governance, accountability, and upholding rule of law in Nigeria's educational institution. The Honorable Minister of Education, Dr. Tunji Alausa, has reaffirmed the ministry's commitment to revitalizing sport in tertiary institutions as a means of fostering national unity and nurturing talent. Speaking at a ceremony in Abuja to honor the Federal Ministry of Education Sports Club's stellar performances at the 43rd Annual Public Service Games, Dr. Alausa outlines plans to reintroduce major competitions like Nuga, Nipoga, Nasiga, and Unity School Principal Corps. With President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's budgetary support, a dedicated committee of education leaders has been formed to oversee the design and implementation of the programs. The ministry also announced the acquisition of 6 outside broadcast vans to enhance coverage of sporting events. The Permanent Secretary, Dr. Nasiru Sani Gwarzo, and other officials lauded the club's achievement with 14 awards, including 5 gold medals, plans to recruit younger players and strengthen the sports ecosystem. The Honorable Minister of Education, Dr. Olatunji Alausa, has also vowed to safeguard the integrity of Nigerian examination system by transitioning all exams to computer-based testing (CBT) platform within 3 years. At a meeting with the heads of JAM, WAEC, NECO, and other stakeholders, Dr. Alausa announced the formation of a committee to address issues like exam leak, identity theft, and fraud. The Minister of State for Education, Dr. Shuaibu Said Ahmed, expressed concern over unethical practices like bribery and leak answer sheet on social media. She called for collective action to restore credibility for the system, emphasizing the need for accountability and transparency. In a surprise visit to Queen College, Yaba, Lagos, Education Minister Dr. Maruf Olatunji Alausa inspected the school's facility, noting the urgent need for infrastructure upgrade to meet its growing student population. Dr. Alausa assures stakeholders of the ministry's commitment to renovating facilities like libraries, hostels, and dining areas, in line with President Tinubu's educational reform. Principal Dr. Oyendamola Obabori expressed gratitude for the visit, describing it as a morale booster for staff and students. Dr. Alausa plans to conduct similar inspection across Unity School nationwide to ensure improved welfare and learning environment. At the education sector stakeholders consultative dialogue in Abuja, Dr. Olatunji Alausa called for innovative strategies and collaborative effort to tackle Nigerians' educational challenges. With 20 million children out of school and growing learning poverty, the ministers emphasized the need for equitable access, skills development, and robust governance. Development partners, including UNESCO, UNICEF, and the World Bank, pledged support for education reform. Technical Working Group will drive the transformation, focusing on STEAM, vocational training, and data management to prepare Nigerians' education system for its rapidly expanding population. This initiative marks a renewed commitment to quality education as the foundation for national progress.
The papyrus.